BattleRx here, GBA Season 6 Finale. Week 12 against the San Francisco GiEnteis, trying to win 2 games in a row for the first time all year and end the season hot with a little streak. Now, if you're interested in buying BattleRx t-shirt, that link's in the description for a limited time. They'll only be up for another week. That's it. Get them while you can. Get them while you can. Shirts will be printed already, but the Teespring campaign is going. And of course, check out the podcast that the owner of this channel has on Mondays. Now, this squad against the San Francisco GiEnteis, we won last time. Beat them 4-0 clean last time. We have a chance. We have a chance to finish the season with not a negative differential. We are 3-8 minus 6. We 6-0 Geo will be 4-8 plus minus 0. This also poses an interesting moral dilemma. You see for BattleRx. On one hand, if I decide to lose this game, I'll get the first pick for the Pokemon Sun and Moon Season 7 draft. And that'll be all sorts of hype. But if I win this, I will be ahead of Tom in differential by default. And then if John loses, I'll be ahead of him. If Lars loses, I'll be ahead of him. If I beat Geo by enough, I'll be ahead of him. And, if Sam loses, I'll be ahead of him. So we have a chance to potentially move up to not being the worst team this year, and then be like the 6th worst team this year. We got a lot of room to improve. Let's look at the sets. Now, these nicknames are akin to what Steve did in Fortune. Just type in some letters and then just slap in the keyboard, and whatever you get, you get. We ran Trick Room to a successful T last week against the Pittsburgh Predators, but I figure let's do it again, but let's get a little more technical with it. Let's get a little more crazy with it. MV wishes he had anything close to this kind of heat. Trick Room, Belly Drum, Fling with an Iron Ball, and Aqua Tail. Now, if I could fling that, it's 130 base attack with that, perhaps a Belly Drum, Trick Room, and Aqua Tail. Now, Aqua Tail has the potential to miss, but it's not going to. Because the slow bro, he knows what he can do. He's gotten 3 kills each of the last 2 weeks. Let's see if we can get 3+ kills with a Belly Drum, Trick Room, slow bro, with its only real attacking move being Aqua Tail. You think it can be done? No, I do. He's got, he doesn't want Nidoking to take that. He doesn't want Entei to take that. He doesn't want Absol to take it. Aqua Tail, plus it could work. It could work, and it's going to. Now we got Haunch Crow. Crit Crow. Tailwind, Brave Bird, Pursuit, Night Slash. Spook, we'll do 31. Okay? Obviously, max attack. Enough speed to outspeed some of the slower mons. We don't need to go max base 71. That would be a waste of EVs. And the rest in the special defense to take hits, from his mons that maybe an Ice Beam for Nidoking, perhaps. We got Crit Crow, Razor Claw, and Super Luck with Night Slash to see if we can crit. Especially that'll be nice against, against Regirock, because that'll do about 35-ish% with a crit, and I don't really want to use Superpower in that, especially because, he could just go into, extreme speeding Entei, and then, my lower defense will really be exposed there. So, and you might not know that I'm Razor Claw. You might think that I'm a choice variant, so, I might bait him into going for an extreme speed, so I can outspeed him with a Brave Bird or something. Now we got KDPY 29-7. Colbur Berry, Relic Song, Close Combat, Ice Punch, Frustration. Colbur Berry is to take, potential Sucker Punch from a, Mega Absol, and then Relic Song, and I outspeed and Close Combat it, as in I'm a fighting type. Ice Punch, for Zapdos, Frustration for Stab against things like Cresselia. You see, Cresselia, up to this point, is kind of a problem. He's got, Toxic. He can Toxic my Slow Bro, hinder that, and, Ice Beam, or Moonblast, the Haunch Crow, or even, get Moonblast / Side Shock. So we got a problem with Cresselia. Now, also, I wanted to say, I'm not planning really at all for Ditto this week, because the level that I demolished that blob of shit the last time we played, I don't think he's going to bring it this time. And he got rid of Manaphy, so that's just the bee's knees. So it'd be great for Haunch Crow to maybe just, take out a Feint Scarf. That way you won't want to bring in his Latias, and I could go ahead and destroy that thing. So, but Cresselia is an issue, so how about Growth, Earthquake, Giga Drain, Knockoff, Mixed Payapa Berry, Venusaur. This, if I could get this in the sun, which, spoiler alert, wait till we get the E-Train. Growth gets +2 for both. Knockoff will take out Latias. I will take 0 from Toxics from Cresselia. In the sun, I will beat a Cresselia with this. I'll just Growth up, get a drain all the HP back, he's dealing with Psy Shock, and then we are gravy. Earthquake for Nidoking, Entei. If I live a Flare Blitz in the sun, which I probably won't. But if I am in this, well, if I'm in the sun, you know, he might run some weird, like, you know, Shuckaberry Entei. But in the sun, he's going to force him to go for extreme speed because he's not going to outspeed me because I get double speed with Chlorophyll. Knockoff, getting rid of and, you know, Giga Drain for stab, and of course Earthquake for those pesky Mons weak to ground. Yeah, and of course Growth. Maybe I could just get a nice little quality Growth off. But let's go to Hot Potato Big 3. Heat Rock, Sunny Day, Magnustorm, Stealth Rock, Toxic. This is an interesting little set. Now, I said I was bringing fire. I'm not just talking about the sets that I'm bringing in relation to how much work they're going to do. I'm talking about literally bringing the sun. We're going to heat up the GiEnteis this week. It might be hot over there in San Francisco, but I promise you, what I'm bringing is going to dwarf that. Magnustorm to trap things, and in the sun, I can really get some damage on. Stealth Rod to get Hazard Up, Toxic for those walls like Cresselia, and I don't really want to deal with Regirock either. I'd love Toxic Regirock on the way in. But, you know, this is more of a setter-upper, and if I could trap something, that'd be great. And now, finally, on to 4. Sword and Baton Pass, Substitute, Knockoff. This is an interesting little set here. He's really too frail to pass both, but he's fast enough that he can pass one, and he's definitely offensively threatening enough where he can force things out, where I can get up a sub or a Sword Stance, and then I'm fast enough to get Baton Pass out on certain things, and I got a Path Berry as well. And I have Regenerator, so when I do Baton Pass, I'll get some of that HP back from the, you know, like if I Baton Pass, if I sub up and I Baton Pass a sub, Regenerator will then get rid of all that substitute damage that I just took. So, while giving somebody the substitute. So it's really, really the perfect gimmick. But, this is just one of those weeks where Envy, and he's going to wish that he ever thought of fire like this. Envy, look, every single time I've won this season, you have lost. I'm 3-8, you are 8-3 in the exact inverted order. And I'm planning on ending the season with a 2-game win streak, so you better be planning ending the season with a 2-game losing streak. I don't know why I keep calling you out. It's because you keep using the word fire. I want to see you bring Belly Drum, Trick Room, Slowbro to a GBA game. I want to see that. But you can't. I got Slowbro. Your move! And I'll see the rest of you guys this Sunday for the final battle of GBA Season 6. Goodbye.